if you can stop in the middle of a big craving and ask yourself, what are the thoughts and beliefs that I'm having about myself right now that are causing this behavior? And if you can stop and begin to write those down, then you can do something about it. You know, you can use some of the tools that we've been giving you all the rest of the program to begin to distinguish those limiting beliefs, to bring love to yourself in a place that you may not have previously loved yourself. Oh, really, another really important thing is, and this actually goes back to creating your powerful why, is, are your days in alignment with your passion and life purpose? So go back and look at that why that you created, and also go back to the pre-work of the passion test. I know for myself, the more I get onto my life path, the easier it is for me to eat healthy, because I'm doing the work, I'm engaged in the activities that are bringing me joy, and what I want to eat healthy because my body wants to be free. My body is a vehicle for me to continue to work my passion. And when I'm eating foods that make me feel crummy, I can't do my work. I can't make the contribution I'm here to make. And so, and I know for a lot of people who, like, if you're in a season where you feel like you're just sort of stuck, and you're sort of wandering aimlessly in your life, a lot of people turn to food in those times because you feel empty. You know, you feel empty, you're maybe languishing without a purpose, and food is something that you can give to yourself, even if it's only satisfying in the short term, that will fill that void. So, and I don't know if you remember, but I did a podcast with Jennifer Horton, and she actually told me that when she found her life purpose, her eating disorders actually disappeared. So it's a really powerful connection. Are you getting enough sleep? I sort of asked you that with getting your needs met. Also super important, if you're having cravings for sugar and carbs, ask yourself if you're eating enough fat and enough protein, especially fat. And Steph Grunke, she is your contributor for hormones, so she gave me a great tip, and that was to eat a spoonful of coconut cream. That's what she does whenever she has a sugar craving, and she says that makes a huge difference in just quenching that sugar craving. Something I like to do, I do like to have dark chocolate in the house, and for me now, because I really don't eat very much sugar, I'm able to eat just a little piece of dark chocolate, and then I'm happy, I'm good to go. A last thing, are you eating protein within 60 minutes tops of waking up? Balancing your blood sugar is really among the most important things you can do to manage your food cravings. So at breakfast time, you know, what I like to do for a lot of breakfasts, I eat lots of veggies, eggs, bacon, sausage, all that kind of stuff, you know, getting a great savory breakfast that has lots of fat and protein and veggies, and I am good to go. And that will set me up to have just to choose healthy foods for the rest of the day. Breakfast is really, really important. Okay, next, these are just a couple other random things that's like just food for thought for you. So one is, make a commitment to yourself to release judgment of food in your body 100%, no matter how many times you mess up. So really, if I cannot overemphasize that enough. Let go of the judgment, let go of the self-hatred, let go of feeling bad about yourself when you eat something you don't think you're supposed to eat. If you're gonna eat it. Love every single freaking bite of it. I'm telling you, ladies. Because what happens is you want something, and then part of you saying, no, I can't eat that thing that I really want, and then you give in, and you're eating it, and you're thinking, oh God, I'm so mad at myself that I'm eating this thing right now, I'm really gonna regret it, it's gonna go straight to my ass, you know, whatever conversations we have that aren't even allowing you to enjoy the food that you're eating. I mean, you've made the choice to eat it, so you may as well love it. You may as well love every single bite and slow down and savor it, every delicious morsel. Enjoy it, and don't judge yourself, because then what happens is the next morning you can wake up and you will actually have a clean slate to start with, because you don't have all this lingering crap in your space about that thing that you did the day before. Does that make sense? Super important. Another really, really important mindset shift is to focus on the things you can eat, not on the things that you can't. Thankfully, the paleo community has so many people who are so enthusiastic about eating that there are so many free recipes online. I mean, seriously, you could never buy a cookbook ever again and get tons and tons of recipes. I can't guarantee that they'll all be as delicious as Paleogasm, but still. And I did give you some links for some free recipe resources that I really like. You can also go to the Recipe RX blog and look under the Paleo tag. I have lots of free recipes there from Paleogasm. So you really just want to focus on the things you can't eat and not thinking about the things that you can't. It's also okay to have treats every once in a while. There are some really good paleo treats. In my cookbook, I have some awesome grain, sugar, and dairy-free desserts that I really love. So it takes about 21 days to form a new habit. So that's why I'm really inviting you to try on the Whole30 for 30 days. Carrie and I just talked this morning, and we're actually going to be leading the way for a Whole30 that goes starting the day after Thanksgiving and going till the day before Christmas. So to give you support and accountability to be able to eat a Whole30 way all throughout the holidays. And what happens then is you'll get to January 1st and you won't have those crazy New Year's resolutions that everybody else has, and you're going to actually already be feeling really good. I know the holidays are a time that is really hard for a lot of people because there's just so much stuff out there, but I have lots of ideas and lots of things that I do so that I can really still continue to enjoy myself during the holidays. I have lots of holiday paleo recipes and different tricks that you can do to still be able to really thrive and enjoy the holidays without eating a bunch of junk. And we will be sharing that with you as that comes. So the next thing is listen to your body. This is really, really important. Even if you are eating a paleo diet, people need to eat different things. And so the best thing to do is just really listen. You know, for me, I know that I feel good when I eat eggs and some people don't. I don't feel good when I eat dairy, even if it's goat dairy or raw dairy. I try to pretend that it makes me feel okay, and it really doesn't. So I know for me, dairy doesn't work. I also know that my body does better when it doesn't eat a lot of carbohydrates. Even if it is root vegetables and potatoes, it needs some, but it needs less than other people's. So you really just want to begin to listen, you know, after you eat your meals, begin to scan your body and say, you know, body, how did you feel from just eating that? And, you know, you can keep a food journal, but really begin to get in touch with what your body needs. You also want to recognize that your body is going to need different things at different times, different seasons, and based upon whatever is going. And so be willing to change things up if some new awareness comes into your path that your body may want or be craving new things. Now, for me, I muscle tested that with somebody, this guy that I really respect, that I should be eating sprouted wheat bread, and I was like, no freaking way, I'm not eating bread. And I said, that has gluten in it. And he said, well, actually, the sprouted wheat, it actually converts the gluten. Now, I'm not sure, I don't know if that's totally true. If you have celiac or gluten intolerance, I'm not telling you to eat Ezekiel bread. But I did the muscle testing, and I had him do it on me, and it was telling me that my body wanted that. And so I've been experimenting with a little bit of that and just seeing how I feel. It's going to be a lot easier. I don't recommend, you know, you got to be careful with that. I think I don't want to overwhelm you with information, and even just getting started with the Whole30 is probably plenty for you. But if you are already deeper on your food path, if you've been kinking and fine-tuning your diet for the last couple years, you may want to look into muscle testing. You can look online how to muscle test for food, and that'll give you support with that. I have a pendulum, a little that I use, and it tells me what works and doesn't work. I put it over me, and it spins the way to tell me if that food works. Oh, another really important thing to know is that your body craves things it's not supposed to eat, especially, so that's like you have to hold that in balance with giving your body what it wants. If your body is constantly craving cheese like mine does, it doesn't mean that your body actually wants cheese. It means you may have a cheese addiction like I do. And so things like sugar, refined grains, and cheese, those all have really addictive properties. And so, you know, that's another reason why we do the Whole30 is to clean those out. Here is something that's really, really awesome. The sun's going down. I got to finish this up. Is you really can retrain your taste buds and eliminate your sugar cravings. It actually only takes 2 weeks of not eating sugar before your body is going to stop craving it. Isn't that amazing? The problem is that most people don't go 2 weeks without eating sugar. So you really can retrain your taste buds. There's actually a book. My friend Drew, he wrote it. It's a really cute title. It's called Train Your Taste to Trim Your Waist, or something like that. But it's like the whole book is about how to retrain your toxic taste buds so that your body actually craves the foods that it wants. Yeah. Train Your Taste to Trim Your Waist. I think you can find it on Amazon. And again, as I already said, if you're having a sugar craving, eat some fat. Coconut cream is a great option, and avocado is a great option. You can also get glucosamine powder. That's a really good thing. You can take that in water, and that helps to cut sugar cravings. So that is what I have for you, ladies. I hope that you really enjoyed that information, that it wasn't too overwhelming for you. All of the notes that I was just reading off of, I'm going to be adding that for you. And I hope that you really love this video and get a whole lot out of it. I love you. Bye.